turn it off immediately.
Yeah, let's not turn off the recording immediately.
Welcome to a very sniffly episode of Higurashi.
Yeah. I was sick last week. Fourth year of the series, The Mysterious Deaths of Hinamizawa, also known as the Higurashi of Sama's Curse, 1 year after Satoshi Hojo's disappearance.
Hojo.
Okay, so yeah, I was sick last week. You're recovering.
I think it's one of those where, like, you know where you, like, almost get sick, but you never actually get sick? Like, it never, like, fully hits you?
No, it usually just goes. I usually feel it and it's like, okay, I know what I'm doing for the next 5 days.
Yeah, I see. That's, like, how 80% of mine are, but then the other 20%, I just get really stuffily, and then that's it. Nothing ever happens.
No, it's either I get a mild flu, and I'm out for, like, 3 days, or I get strep, and I hate life for, like, a week.
Dude, I used to get strep throat every single year around my birthday. Every year.
It's September, yeah. Whenever I get sick, it's November for sure. And it was November this year. It was November last.
He was like, "It's time, boys."
It was funny because like the week before AWA, I was like, "Man, I feel like shit." I got a headache. The fucking my sinuses are dry as fuck. I can feel the air passing through my goddamn nose. I can feel the cold air going through. It's like, fuck. It's like touching my brain. It sucks. So I got some like painkillers for like, I got painkillers. Apparently they sell painkillers for $1.30 at Whole Foods.
Based? Whole Foods?
Good job, moron.
I didn't mean to hit it. I've adjusted.
But yeah.
Whole Foods gambling my pain addiction for
I was like,
$1.30.
I went to the whole body girl, and she was like, I was like, okay, where do I go for pain meds? It's like, we should have some pain meds around. And then I walked to like where the 2 first aid places supposed to be, and since we're remodeling, they're not there. I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go over and buy it. It's like, I'm not gonna go on a freaking scavenger hunt for this shit.
I was kind of based.
Yeah.
Man.
And it was like $1.30, so like, who cares?
That's not bad at all. Dude, we went to Japantown. I was in San Francisco last week. We went to Japantown. Dude, the store we went into, dirt fucking cheap.
Damn.
Brooklyn bought like 5 ramen bowls, like bunny ears, and like 4 or 5 other things for like $20.
Jeez, that's crazy.
And like Dylan, to give reference, Dylan got a thing of nail clippers for 30 cents.
Wow.
And then I bought a tea and like one of those cans, or what's the nicer word? Starts with a T. Tins. And like
you got a tinny?
I got a tinny of like really good pastries that are like, just those pastries alone are like $6 over here. And I got like a can of tea and a tin, and them bitches $2.80.
Damn. Oh, you know what's fucking cursed? So you
Yeah.
know what? Like, okay, for the record, show, I shaved my beard and just left the mustache.
Yes.
For a cosplay on
did.
screen now, if I'm not too lazy, or embarrassed.
I thought you looked great.
You know what's fucking unreal? It's the weird. I'm so used to seeing some like the shitty Umineko cosplays online. Like, wow, why would anyone do this? This looks so bad. And then I'm looking at these pictures of me. It's like, I really am just in the shitty Umineko fan group. That's really just me. I took these photos. Wow. It's so surreal. But anyway, mustache. So, you know, I got sick from AWOL when I did a cosplay. And so me, fevered out as fuck and slowly getting like a, you know, Tuesday's shadows. Like, I'm going into the bathroom, looking in the mirror and going like, fuck. Why does that look good? I'm just like, I'm in that fucking like mid-20s curse of like, I tried a mustache. I was like, fuck me. Why? I'm convincing myself it looks good. It's so wrong.
Ironically,
it's just wrong.
I was talking to someone about this. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Brooklyn, actually. Shout out to that dumb whore.
I'm not gonna be here, by the way.
Yeah, she's fucking
Yeah, she's in South Carolina. Who cares?
North Carolina.
Exactly. Who cares?
True. I think I was talking to her about it, and she was like, yeah, I think Tyler with like the mustache, but like a bit of a round where the mustache is thicker than everything else, looks like good as fuck.
Yeah.
And I think I just agree.
She said that?
Yeah. And then she
Fuck.
also threw in, he looks more racist.
Well, now you know I gotta do it.
I know.
Now you know.
And I agreed. I was like, he does look a little bit more racist. Well, because there's already the Tyler is racist meme, right? So, like, whenever you do things that kind of, like, even very barely vaguely resemble, like, the haha, like, South white guy racist meme, it just doubles in intensity.
That's a joke. I was like last Thanksgiving it didn't work out because I was wearing a pink shirt at the time. But Cameron and I were sitting across from each other during like a game night, and it's like, you know, Cameron's really going down that like loser lefty like style where he had the fucking
Yeah, he had the top knot.
the shaved sides.
Yeah.
Like I cut them on short on the sides too. But I was wearing like plaid and jeans to work and shit. I was like, we're really going in opposite directions. As I was saying that, I was wearing my pink shirt with the Oni on it, by the way.
Oh, Tyler.
Also read an entire 4chan shitpost visual novel that was really good, by the way. Go read Snoop Game. Don't read Goodbye Volcano High. Read Snoop Game. The two people are gonna see this that I have not already talked to about this.
He's shilling. He's shilling in the first
I'm
like,
shilling
10 minutes.
for a fucking 4chan shitpost. Yeah, it's like shilling for Katawa Shoujo. Like, I mean, come on. Katawa Shoujo is just a good VN, and now Snoop Game is too.
Oh my fucking god, dude. You're a nightmare. You're actually a nightmare. Can I like shill for like Guild Wars then?
No, Guild Wars doesn't need shilling. It's
an incredibly popular decade-old MMO that's still insanely popular.
MMOs don't need shilling. They need to die.
I like MMOs. They're fun.
No.
They're fun.
No.
Oh. He doesn't think MMOs are fun. All right.
I can't. You guys can't say that. The mustache looks good. You're gonna boost my ego to
It
the point where
does.
I'm actually gonna do it. It's so bad. It's wrong.
It is a very good adjustment, like Cameron cutting his hair.
Yeah.
Similar vibe. Where it's not that the beard looked bad. It's just that,
different.
like, I like the thick mustache with the lighter around. I think it looks sharp. Because it looks good with the shaved sides and then the fluff on the top.
And then my
'Cause then you're
thick ass eyebrows.
Yeah. Because then you have thick, and then the rest of it's thin.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
I was seeing that in the fucking mirror. I was like, what the fuck? Why does this work?
Yeah, no, it works. If you had like tiny ass eyebrows, it might not work. Or
Yeah.
if you like had like short on the top, it might not work. But I think what you got going on works. I think it looks sharp. It's much how I'm
It's
like
so wrong.
begging Cameron to keep his hair short.
Yeah. You don't want him to have that fucking what kind of hairstyle is that?
The fucking hipster like top knot long on the
Oh,
top.
you don't. You want him to have the. You don't want him to have the top
I
knot?
don't want him to have
Yeah,
the
the
top
top
knot.
knot. Look,
I-
mean,
There's only 2 people I know that pull that off. Peter
yeah.
and Jensen.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is Asian.
Yeah, that
And-
works. That helps.
And the other one wears like top knot beanie, tank top, baggy pants because he's a dancer.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know? Like
Like, this is the picture I took in the hotel. I did it in portrait mode, so
that's
it helps.
based. Yeah, that's fire.
But fucking I got home and Dylan sent me some meme about trails and was like, wait a minute. Oh no. I gotta do this cosplay now.
You are, I'll say this.
I couldn't pull this off. Come
Oh.
on.
For sure. You are one pair of patrolman sunglasses away from racially profiling people while you're on a drive.
What is it? What's the fucking new
Yeah.
Goofin movie?
New Boo Goofin movie?
What's that guy?
Oh,
That's what my dad-
Lieutenant Dangle?
That's what my dad compared me to.
I think it's Lieutenant Dangle from
Reno 911.
Reno 911. Yeah, yeah, I think it's Lieutenant Dangle.
But yeah, he was comparing me.
Yeah, you are the new Boot Goofin guy.
I don't only do that if we're drunk. You know that. That's for sure. See, now I just have to buy some aviators.
Yeah, it's a look, man. I'm telling you.
This is so wrong.
I'm
this is
telling
so
you,
bad.
it's a look, dude.
I don't have the personality for a fucking mustache. What the fuck?
Oishi would tell you it looks good.
That's it. I got to believe in the Oishi that believes in me. I hate you. That's so cringe.
I wake up every day and I base my decisions off how I think Oishi would treat me.
Alright, we want to get to reading. We're already, 10 minutes into this fucking thing.
But that's 10 minutes of good content.
Yeah.
Instead of it being 2 minutes of recorded and 8 minutes of not recorded, it was 10 minutes of recorded.
At least we actually got the fucking beginning tangent in the actual...
We got the classic start of every session, like 10-minute recording tangent. I'm Shion, right?
Yeah.
Kei-san! Oh, it's gonna be much worse while congested. Kei-san, I hadn't been able to get used to my new school in Okinomiya, but I had some friends there now. Since I got a part-time job at my relative's store, I had some extra pocket money too. I didn't realize how much I use my sinuses until I can't use them.
While I was at work on Friday last week, it was like, I was trying to talk to people. I was like, I gotta stop talking through my nose because nobody can understand me. I never got to it, but it's like I have to start talking through my mouth and not my nose.
Dude, it was a nightmare when we landed because since my sinuses were clogged, the pressure stayed in my ears, so I couldn't hear anything.
Mm-hmm.
So I would be talking to someone what I would hear normal volume for me, but coming out of my mouth is hello, how are you doing? Or I'd be talking to somebody and he'd be like, hello, because that's how loud I had to be to hear myself in my ears. And I was just like, this sucks, man.
Yeah.
I ended up living with my parents after all, so I didn't have to pay for living expenses. It felt great to get freely. It felt great to get to freely spend the money I earned from working. I still use the room Kasai set up for me from time to time. It was a convenient hideout for when I didn't want to see my parents. In fact, I was planning to spend a day there today. Shion. Damn, that teacher. She told my parents that I was skipping classes. So we're in current day right now, right?
We are in current year.
Oh, I'm sorry. Last thing, I swear to God. I got Nikki a postcard.
The
move your
Godzilla
head,
postcard.
it's holographic if you move it.
Yeah, it's holographic if it moves. I'm not posting a picture of this. It's Godzilla on the famous Waves painting from Japan, and there's some guys falling out of a boat.
Yeah, and he has the boat crunched up in his hand.
Yeah.
My dad got upset, and that's why I didn't want to stay at home. I had been asking for it, though. My teacher should know that my dad is a Yakuza, and that he gets really scary when he's mad. What? On the whole, my life had been going well so far, except that it was boring.
She wants her teacher to give her special treatment so she doesn't have to get chewed out by her really tough dad.
Tough dad.
So she's just being selfish as fuck. Don't you know? Don't you know my dad's really scary?
I like the idea that Shion's I got my fingernails ripped off. Man, life is boring now.
She's moved on. It's over.
Go back to the fingernail ripping part of the game.
Listen, Mion also got her fingernails ripped off.
That was by choice.
It was fair trade. Well, she did.
The art of the deal?
No, it's equivalent exchange. It's fucking
Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I hope we both die while recording this one of these days.
Don't worry, I'll cut it. It just won't be there.
Alright, lit. Do you have a Connor shitty joke counter?
I should, probably.
That you just have a cutting room floor of just bad jokes I've made? That you're just I'm not keeping this in.
I do have all of the fucking things say, I don't know.
Oh,
I could add a counter.
It'd be up at,
It'd be after with Tanagashi.
It's at least, if you go from start to end of Tatanagoroshi, I'm at least 15.
I'll just add a secret counter, and it'll just ding whenever you make a shitty joke and I don't react. Or something. That'd be great. No, that's a great gag. Just have a fucking little ding, and a little counter pops up.
You know what
Goes
the
up
worst
one.
part is? When I listened to One, I know I talked about this, but when I listened to Onekakushi, I would laugh at my jokes. I would say something I thought was funny at the time, and I would still think it's funny. And there were times where I would laugh, and it would be one of those where I'm laughing in the recording, I'm laughing while listening to it, and you're just silent. And I was on delivery, and I had one of those happen. I was like, Tyler, how did you not think that was funny? And I kept going. But there was... The best moment for me while listening to Onekakushi is I made an identical joke at the exact same time in the recording and in person and laughed the exact same way. I don't know how I pulled it off.
That's incredible.
But I literally recreated the exact period of time, but me while driving Domino's instead of singing a recording.
The closest I had to that, I was like, listen to this fucking podcast. And this guy said, I'm from like the reddest state in the country. And it's like, Wyoming? And he was like, yeah, Wyoming. And like, no, 0.5 seconds after he said Wyoming, he's like, let's fucking go. I fucking got it.
He's a savant.
I knew.
I already read that. The reason I could enjoy this lifestyle is probably because I had to live in secret before. It was a great relief to be able to live without having to fake my identity. I feel like I sound like James. From Team Rocket?
Keep reading. I'll list them.
Well, that might have been a valuable experience. I think I learned from it. I was going grocery shopping and thought I'd get enough food for a week or so.
I'd have to look up what James sounds like.
He's like, oh, Jesse, Team Rocket. My parents would appreciate my presence more after missing me for a week, so I was doing this for their sakes.
Fucking Shion, I swear to God. That's Shion.
Oh, wait. Isn't there 100 yen sale today? Yeah, there is. Me pogging out over my $1 sale. I knew how to save my pocket money. I was in a good mood. I spun around with my arms spread out. I felt like I was inside a whirlwind. Holy shit, she hit Tomotage Flash. My arm hit a motorcycle parked on the sidewalk.
It's happening again.
It obviously wasn't where it was supposed to be. Ow! What the... Who parked this motorcycle here? Oh, shit.
What's happening again?
I gave the motorcycle a kick with no hesitation. Here's the twist. The twist is going to be that since everyone knows that she's Shion now, no one's going to come to help her.
True.
That's going to be the twist. Thoughts?
True.
Don't trust them.
Don't trust the thoughts. How are we spelling thoughts, by the way? Don't answer.
There were 3 motorcycles lined up in a row. They all fell down like dominoes. My place of employment? It was beautiful and so much fun. Oh, this was odd. I felt like I'd gone through the exact same experience before. While blinking my eyes in an effort to recall when that was, some people grabbed me by the neck and dragged me into a dark alley. It looked like these punks were the owners of those motorcycles. They started shouting at me. This really was strange. I was having deja vu.
The fuck are you bitch? What you think you're doing, huh? You fucking bash your head in, bitch. I don't pay for what you did.
It's literally where Ryukishi never repeats himself. That's right. It was when I met Satoshi-kun for the first time. He came to save me. If I pretended to cry again now, would he come save me again? I made a wish, and I started pretending to cry and beg for mercy. At that time, I doubted my ears. It's gonna be Keiichi.
Who is this, buddy?
It's gonna be Keiichi.
Yeah? You want to read it in Keiichi then?
I think my read is that it's Keiichi.
You're gonna speak Keiichi for the first time in how long?
Like, months?
In
Yeah.
months?
Oh my god, how do I do Keiichi?
How do you do Keiichi?
Gamer.
Gamer. It's me, Keiichi. Hey, cut it out. Can't you see she's crying?
Don't forget the eyebrows.
No!
It's Keiichi!
What the fuck?
We see him!
What the fuck?
He has a Sprite!
Oh my god! Oh, that's so ugly!
You know what to do.
Holy shit.
Oh! That's so much worse!
So bad. He looks like Tomotage Flash, dude. That's so... Why is he wearing like a fucking...
You don't remember him like saying, I put on my vest? Like, he's this is a vest he wears.
Oh, Keiichi, buddy, man. He looks so bad.
You don't want to drink and stick your nose tissue into the
No.
drink.
Keiichi, why did your mom let you go out dressed like that, dude? Holy shit.
It's very clear his mom does not dress him.
Yeah, no shit, man. He looks like what every guy thought was cool at like 15 years old, dude. He looks like he belongs at the Ren Fair.
Yeah.
It was a boy about my age. I couldn't quite see his face because of the light illuminating him from behind. Satoshi-kun? Of course, it couldn't be him. It couldn't be. When I snapped out of my daydream, I realized it wasn't Satoshi-kun after all. I can't hear, man. It's not because of the music, I just can't hear myself. He looked less gracious than Satoshi-kun, so to speak. If Satoshi-kun was pristine and untouched, then this guy would have scratches all over him. But although they were completely different, I got a similar impression from him somehow.
What the hell? What the fuck are ye? You wanna get hurt or something? You wanna get hurt or what? Fucking say something, son of a bitch!
The boy looked a bit taken aback. Gamer, well, I just thought you might want to let her go, because she's crying, so...
Huh? The fuck you think you're telling us what to do?
Keiichi's so retarded, man. Whoa, hold on. I'm against violence. What was up with this guy? I felt ashamed that I mistook him for Satoshi-kun even for a second. He seemed cool at first, but he wasn't as cool as Satoshi-kun after all. Well, I mean, I'm sorry that your motorcycles were knocked down, but I hope you don't feel too bad about it. How can I make you feel better? Of course, we don't have any money on us, you know.
If you don't got the money, then if you got no money, you gotta pay with your body. This chick's got some real nice boobies. Let's strip her down and see.
Oh my god. Goodness gracious.
Ryukishi. Hey, are you kidding me? I tightened my grip on the stun gun in my pocket. Then I turned it up to maximum intensity. Don't hold a grudge against me if you die, pervs.
I love it when girls get stripped in those porn videos.
It's been so long since Keiichi's been on screen that Ryukishi remembered he has to be horny when Keiichi's on screen.
Yeah, the strippings is better than the actual sex.
They indulged in their imaginations, which aroused their spirits. Hey now, why are you perverts closing in on me? Your gross hands are groping the air. Are you gonna try and violate me?
Stripping's awesome. Stripper, yeah. Let's strip her from the top to the bottom. Socks off. She'll be as naked as the table.
Goodness gracious.
I love this game.
Lord have mercy.
Hey, are you out of your mind? Oh no.
Nope.
Oh my god, they're stripping Keiichi. Hey, are you out of your mind? Don't touch me with those filthy hands. It's good to be back. It's good to be back.
Keiichi.
Then a flash of light cut through the air. Was that the boy? Keiichi says fuck! Keiichi says fuck! You stupid fucks! blows like thunderbolts knock the punks down. Wow, so he was actually strong after all?
What the hell? You want some, huh?
You don't have a clue, idiots. He's gonna...
Yeah, I know exactly what.
What the fuck are you on about?
This is a classic Keiichi move, dude.
Classic.
There's nothing arousing about stark nakedness. Leave her socks on at least, no matter what. That is the ironclad rule. Listen up, monkeys. What's the difference between Homo sapiens and other animals? That's right, humans wear clothes. Human beings without clothes are just animals. If you get aroused only when the girl is completely naked, you are less than human. You might as well be animals. I'm gonna knock some sense into you. Clench those teeth.
Clench those teeth.
Ugh!
Why is Keiichi like unironically the most based and unbased character in the game? You mentioned a porn movie, didn't you? Let's say there's a cosplay sex video. The definition of cosplay is too broad. To lecture on the subject is as difficult as oh my god. To lecture on the subject is as difficult as explaining the spirit of Yamato Yankees parachuting down from B-29s. So I'll limit the scope of the most popular one, school uniforms. What are 3 most prominent divisions in the larger category of school uniforms? Answer me. That's right. Regular uniforms, gym uniforms, and school swimsuits. Both the sailor style and blazer style are included.
You gotta read it real fast. Don't even try to pronounce anything.
Dude, I cannot go this fast. He's
Both
going.
the sailor style and the blazer style are included under regular uniforms. By the way, gem shorts and bloomers are likewise, and the color preference between white and navy school swimsuits is the same. Well, that doesn't sound doesn't this sound exciting already?
Alright, we'll full send it. Let's say each of you has a preference in one of these 3 divisions. Hey, you tall one, you take the regular uniform. Fat one, you take the gym uniform. And you, the short one, take the school swimsuit. Picture the image in your head within 3 seconds. Are you done? That's not good enough. Do it again. Let's say there's a porn video of your favorite cosplay. Use your imagination. Come on. Say yes, sir, when you got it. Are you really military men, you maggots? Good. You all seem to have an image in your head. Now let's continue. Imagine that your favorite cosplayer is stripped entirely naked because of your stupid desire. Now think, if you take all their clothes off, that's not cosplay anymore. That sort of video is rampant lately. It's just lamentable. Human beings without clothes aren't civilized. They're animals. If naked girls succeed, you pack up the monkey and pheasants. Pack your bags and get out. Wait, get back here. A huge amount of Russian porn videos that are going around lately thanks to the end of the Cold War. You don't know what? Get out of here. I have this style called Beautiful Russian Schoolgirl, which is a combination of Japanese school...
It was a combination of Japanese uniform fetish and some Russian thing. It's emerging, but I'll never accept that. Let's go to uniforms. Oh, Keiichi is back, baby.
Why does Ryukishi know all of this, man?
It's emerging, but I'll never accept that. School uniforms are a part of Japanese culture and art. Those stupid barbarians will never understand the Japanese spirit. Are you listening, you pathetic squid? Clench your teeth, I'll train you till you drop. I won't let you sleep until you are capable of perfecting your imagination skills. Here comes my whip. You know, I really wanted to voice Keiichi, but I had to give it to you. I couldn't, take it.
I love Keiichi so much, man.
I really just wanted to voice those scenes so bad. Because it's so funny.
At that point, I heard a bustle of people running this way.
Still recording.
Mayabata-san, I gathered some people.
I saw several kids running towards us. Seemed like our backup had arrived.
Oh shit, let's get out of here.
The 3 punks had been standing there agape, but they started running away when they saw that many people.
You're awesome, Mayabata-san. You had those punks
Hey, I went idiot. I meant to go. I don't remember how to do the fucking
Are these the
Okamura
goons?
and Domita.
Mario!
You're awesome, Mayabata-san.
Fuck. I'm still idiot. I don't remember how to do them. It was.
You're awesome, Mayabata-san. You had those punks transfixed all by yourself. One of them even had a nosebleed. You're so strong, Mayabata-san.
I'm like, every time I see Keiichi, I get like mentally flashbanged.
It's such I fucking love him so much.
Oh my god. Whoa. It seems my personal aura has grown more powerful.
Seems my personal aura has grown more powerful.
I think it's worse. It's definitely worse now that he has a sprite. Like, Keiichi's retardation increases with the sprite.
It really does.
I'm confident in that. Like, it
Like
didn't
he says
feel
it's-
this bad.
Like you can see the fucking smirk on his face
Yeah.
now when he says it.
Like, I had, like, an idea of, like, what Keiichi looked like and how he'd look when he, like, says
Yeah,
things. but-
I spoiled you on his face, but still, it's like.
See, I thought that was, like, fan canon. I didn't think it was real.
Nice.
But now that, like, I know that Keiichi looks like this, and he's just, like, mentally deranged, it makes him better.
Alright, you ready to finally do the fucking Higurashi cosplay? We do it with the whole little group. It's us 4 or 5 or whatever.
We do Keiichi, Rena, Sadako, Rika, and Mion. Who's who?
I don't know who's who.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna go Sadako.
Thinking about it. I love Sadako.
Oh my god.
If this keeps up, I'll soon surpass even Coach's Made in Heaven reality marble. Anyway, are you alright, Mion?
Fate references. I swear to God.
Oh, so what? Fucking...
The reality marble is a fate thing.
No, I forgot that we're in Watanagashi, and that this starts when... Alright, I'm sorry.
Yeah?
Oh,
He's thinking.
I'm thinking about food.
He's thinking about He's not thinking about Higurashi.
Okay, hold on.
His gears were not turning for the
So-
mystery of Higurashi.
Time out,
He
time
was
out,
thinking
time out,
about
time out.
ramen.
Time out.
He's thinking
So-
about that Boko Zaxby's.
So he said Mion, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh my god, Watanagashi. And then I remembered that when we were playing Watanagashi, we went to Igyu at some point.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, oh man, I fuck up some sushi right now. and then I realized, I was like, maybe I could try and convince Tyler to go to Iggy. But that was like, do I want to drive 45 minutes? And I psyched back into real life, and I was like, oh fuck.
Oh man, you can feel. Oh, I can feel me when I was sick a while ago. It's all coming undone.
I feel like I kind of kin with Keiichi sometimes.
Do you know how much fucking 4chan shitposting he does? I kin with him too. Are you kidding me?
I think a real man kins with Keiichi.
Only real men kin
Only
with Keiichi.
real men can kin with Keiichi, dude. The boy was apparently called Mayabara. He turned around to face me. Yeah, no, I was saying I forgot that this is the answer arc to Watanagashi, so we're viewing it from Shion's POV and we're gonna see Keiichi and Shion interact, therefore showing which one was Shion and which one was Mion. So I assume this game ends the same way Watanagashi ends.
We'll see.
Which will be interesting. Even the way he mistook me for Mion sounded like Satoshi-kun. But Satoshi-kun isn't a pervert like him. I was anxious to see how you'd fight back, but I guess 3 guys were too many, huh? I don't believe it. I was still confused. I couldn't yet grasp the situation. Who was this guy? Mion has friends like him? I was still spacing out in shock, so I forgot to move, until his hand touched my head. Gamer, well, you know, I'll forget that I saw you cry, so cheer up, okay? Rub, rub. The boy called Mayabara stroked my head roughly. It didn't feel good. It hurt, actually. But still, his hands had the same warmth. Later on, Mion told me about him. He was called Keiichi Mayabara. Keichan for short. He's 1 grade below us. Not only that, but he just moved to Hinamizawa. Thanks to his attitude and lack of manners, he'd already become an idol in their class. Mion joyously explained all this. Yeah, because Mion is in love with Keiichi.
Yeah.
like comically so.
Keiichi is Mion's better half. More perverted half.
Yeah.
They're both actually perverts, so it just makes it perfect.
I think it's really interesting that Keiichi is Mion's better half and Satoshi is Shion's better half. You know?
Yeah, it's just their weirdo, fucking stupid personalities.
But they fall for like very objectively different dudes.
Uh-huh.
But they're also very similar at the same time.
Uh-huh.
They have very different attitudes and like very different ways of like carrying themselves and shit like that. Sure, he sounded like a fun kid. I knew why Mion was into him, but Satoshi-kun is way cooler. He wasn't worth stealing from Sis, or was he? My heart throbbed. I was excited. It felt like I'd gotten a new toy. I was curious as to what kind of relationship Mion intended to build with him. I'd love to tease her about it. Thanks, Kei-chan. Let me buy you a drink. My uncle's restaurant is just nearby, so why don't we go there? Satoshi-kun would refuse out of modesty. But Keiichi Mayabara said okay within 2 seconds. Well then, I couldn't wait to tease the two of them. My boring life suddenly became bright again. Whoa, hey!
Nope.
No? Oh, that's... Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's all coming back to me, dude. Whoa, hey, don't cling to my arm. Oh, you don't like it? I love Keiichi.
I'm putting out the last few episodes of Tanagashi tonight. That's what I'm doing. Then you're gonna listen to all of it.
So much. Well, I don't hate it, but it's just your breasts that are touching me, and my pee-pee hard. My breasts bother you. Keiichi Mayabara was fun. Mion thought the same way I did. She would always talk about him. I was happy for her. It made me smile. I guess Kei-chan is really your favorite, huh, sis? What's the most interesting thing about him? Oh my god, Mion.
Mion.
Mion. Let's see. To put it plainly, he's just funny. For example, just a couple of days ago in the club. This is the, me and the bad bitch I pulled by being a goofy little guy.
Goofy little shit posting online.
Mion really liked him, but it didn't seem... Mion really liked him, but didn't seem to think it was love yet. She's reserved in that area, so that was really like her. As for me, well, I didn't hate him, but my feelings weren't the same as Mion's. Kei-chan was just too childish compared to Satoshi-kun. I wondered how Satoshi-kun was doing. Was he waiting for things to cool down somewhere far away? The case had already been solved, though. That dopehead was the murderer. There was no reason for him to wait anymore. I shook my head. I shouldn't think about it too much. Oh, wait, I know. The case was confidential, so the arrest of the culprit hadn't been made public. So Satoshi-kun hadn't realized that he could come back. I know he's a little thick-headed. Maybe he'd be waiting for things to calm down until the end of time. But if so, couldn't he give a call to Sadako at least? He should tell her that he's living in a faraway place, but that he'd be coming home soon. Ah, that stupid Sadako. She'd been living with Rika Furude since Satoshi-kun went away, so nobody would pick up the phone even if he called. Stupid girl. Don't you want your big brother to come home? Given Satoshi-kun's personality, he wouldn't remember any phone numbers other than his home number, so he wouldn't be able to contact anyone in Hinamizawa. Maybe he's been calling Sadako every night. He keeps ringing, but nobody picks up. Then, he'd assume Sadako might be taking a bath or be in the restroom. He'd put on a puzzled smile while mumbling, like always. I imitated his voice without realizing it. After that, what? Oh, what's up? Didn't you say something, Shion? I laughed it off and urged Mion to continue. I realized then that her tone had changed. I hadn't been listening to her because I was thinking about Satoshi-kun. I thought she was happily talking. I thought she was still happily talking about Kei-chan, But Mion sounded grim now. Her faint smile looked pitiful. It was too late to ask what was going on, so instead I concentrated on her story instead. After all that, Uncle gave everybody a doll as a thank you gift. Everyone except for me. Okay, except for you. I wanted one too, but I couldn't say it in front of everyone.
We now know where we are. In the timeline.
This whole game makes me want to go gorp.
Gorp?
It just... Gorp?
Gorp?
You still can't express your needs, huh? And then? Mion sniffled. I realized that she was on the verge of tears. The cutest doll was in Kei-chan's bag. And you wanted that doll? It didn't matter which one. But although Kei-chan knew only I didn't get one, he didn't give it to me. He didn't give it to me. He said the doll wouldn't fit me and that I should have been born as a boy in my next life. That's what he said. That was Keiichi's weak point. He might be fun and popular, but he wasn't mature. Not like Satoshi-kun. Mion looks so sad.
Such a negative.
I want to start all over. I want to go back to when I just met him and start all over. I want him to treat me like a girl from the beginning. Don't take it too seriously. It'll be okay, because it's just you who wants to start over, while he didn't even notice anything is wrong. It'd be harder if you guys fought over it or something. Can I start over? If you didn't cry in front of him, it's not too late. You could cry as much as you want now, and you show him a different side of you from tomorrow on. You could still fix it. Okay. I'm amazed how insensitive he is, but part of that is just the impression you've been giving him so far. If you change your attitude from tomorrow on, you can still change in his mind. How do I change my attitude? How? If I tell you to act cute, you'll start going to school in frilly clothes. So don't think, and just be natural. But, without overdoing it, pay attention to how you behave around him. Ah, and don't forget to be cautious of Rena. She's a bit ahead of you so far. Kei-chan might prefer Rena at this point. Onikakushi. Onikakushi. So do you think Keiichi's more of like a frilly girl type of guy or a spunky tomboy pussy type of guy?
I think he'd go either way. I think he is a true romance visual novel protagonist where he could go either way.
I think he could. I think the difference is what Keiichi turns into. Because I think if Keiichi goes with like a girly lady, he'll like calm down and be like normal. But if he goes with like a spunky
I don't know,
tomboy,
man. Rena fucking plays off it really well.
That's because Rena isn't like normal. Rena's psychotic.
she's literally schizophrenic.
Yeah. Because Keiichi goes, "Hey Rena," and Rena goes, "How?" And then melts. Well, with a tomboy, Keiichi...
What do you mean by that, Keiichi-kun?
Keiichi would, like, look Mion in the face and just say some of the most foul, heinous shit you've ever heard in your entire life. And then Mion would shoot back with the most foul, heinous shit you've ever heard in your entire life.
Yeah.
That's the dichotomy. It's like with Rena, he gets, like, free fluster points, and then with Mion, he gets free, awful, terrible vulgarity. Oh, it's true. Rena's really girly. She's cute and caring. That just means you can't slack off for even a moment, sis, because you've got a rival. Tears can attract men, but they don't anchor them. You should always be smiling, but cry when it really counts. That's how you typically do it. Maybe I should try that on Kei-chan myself. Shion is literally a femcel.
She really is.
She's kind of based. No, don't. He's the boy you like, so I guess it's natural that I like him too. How can I attract him? Hey sis, why don't we have a competition over him? No, never. I'll kick you into orbit if you came near Hinamizawa. Remember when Mion was nice and was like, Shion, you can have Satoshi for free, and then Shion is like, I'll fight you for him. I'm so happy for you, sis. It's not too late at all. It's important to know the distance between the boy you love and yourself, and shift the way you appeal to him to compensate. The boy I love is missing, you know? I don't even know where he is, or when he's coming back. Compared to that, you're very lucky. Mion was saying she'd do her best from tomorrow on with red, tearful eyes, but I sensed a deeply negative feeling emerging inside me. Nobody was blaming Mion for being happy with Keiichi. I wasn't envious. I wasn't jealous. I didn't want her to be blamed the same way I was blamed. It was just that there was no space for Satoshi-kun in Mion's mind anymore, filled as it was with Kei-chan and her other friends now. It didn't matter to her if Satoshi-kun came back or not, just like how she didn't care if it was sunny or rainy tomorrow. Remind me, when we get to a stopping point, I need to have a protein shake and popcorn.
Okay.
Because I am calorie deficit hungering out right now.
Damn.
I'm
You can feel that fat. You can feel that muscle burning.
I made the mistake because I had breakfast this morning.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have dinner, and I woke up and had breakfast because I was hungry. And then the fact that I ate is annihilating me.
Mm-hmm.
What about me then? Had I been thinking about Satoshi-kun all the time this past year? I wasn't proud of my own answer. I'd become used to life without Satoshi-kun. His absence didn't hurt me anymore. I was getting used to life with Keiichi Maebara, and if I let my guard down, he might just fill up the space I'd been saving for Satoshi-kun. If Shion Sonozaki had prayed harder for Satoshi-kun to return, he might have come home already. Where did Satoshi-kun go? Last year, right after his disappearance, I'd paid close attention to the information circulating in the Sonozaki family and its underground connections. And I frequently went to the police station to check with Oishi for new information. Even with all that, I couldn't get any new leads on his whereabouts. I eventually became interested in Oyashiro-sama's curse, which surrounded Satoshi-kun's disappearance. I researched the dark history of the village. The more I looked into it, the less likely his survival seemed. I'd returned Mio-san's scrapbooks to her.
Returned her, yeah.
And then, I hadn't gone to the library since. I started a new life in a new school. I'd made new friends. And in the same way, as falling leaves cover the ground, I felt like I was losing sight of what was really important to me. It was already almost the end of spring. They said that summer was coming early and that it'd be very hot this year. Normally, it'd be the rainy season now, but we'd have no rain at all. The Watanagashi festival was right around the corner. It'd been almost a year since Satoshi-kun went missing. In Hinamizawa, they don't allow you to talk openly about Oyashiro-sama's curse or the series of mysterious deaths, so everybody acts like the murder of Satoshi-kun's aunt never happened. That's because Satoshi Hojo-kun was a member of the family of the traitors. He fell victim to Oyashiro-sama's curse on the 4th year running. He was demoned away. Everybody was trying to forget about his existence and erase their memories of him. Don't make him disappear because of the curse. Don't erase his existence. Satoshi-kun was living in Hinamizawa just a year ago. He went to school. He was an A student. He was a member of the Hinamizawa Fighters. He could never hit the ball when it really mattered. He was unreliable, but pure. He was warm. Because of the curse, people made him disappear. They stopped mentioning his name and acted like he never existed. A new resident like Keiichi Maebara wouldn't even know him. He seriously believed that Satoshi-kun had transferred out. I miss you, Satoshi-kun. I want to go shopping with you again. I want to be in a baseball game with you again and get a cold drink afterwards. I want to tease you and I want you to stroke my head again. Your hand was so warm. I felt as if my whole body was being caressed. Satoshi-kun. I haven't opened this notebook in a while. My feelings have been written down for over 150 pages. This notebook is the key to my heart. The other me who's been sleeping since last year is slowly waking up. Notebook, page 150.
1, 5,
0. I'm quite surprised by your dirty deeds, Keiichi-san.
Amazed.
Maybe I might even read the line right. My partner in crime, Rika.
Oh. Oh my goodness. I have a...
He has a line. It's been like 8 days.
A main character. Oh my god.
He is a boy after all. Me-chan, she-chan. Keiichi-kun looks confused. How?
This is POV Shion.
Yeah.
Ooh. Did you hear that, sis? We're not playing tug of war here. Are you trying to tear Kei-chan apart? I'm not playing tug of war. You're the one who's stretching him. Go back to Okinomiya, Shion. This is why Mion hates Shion in this chapter. Okay, I will. Oops. I let go of Keiichi suddenly, so he and Sis flew off like a rubber band. Keiichi rolled on the ground while Sis was stuck in a bush head first. What lively people. See you, Kei-chan. Sis might assault me if I stick around any longer, so I'll get going. Gamer. Oh, Shion. Thanks for today. Yeah.
This is the most sus face that he makes.
I-
It's actually just terrifying.
Like, this looks normal, right?
Uh-huh.
But this is, like, devious.
It's terrifying.
This is
like,
a dubious
he's
little
looking,
creature.
This is a directly into your soul kind of gaze.
Yeah, this is a dubious little guy. Forget it. I didn't do much. And then he always goes, see you, Shion. His hand landed on my head. Rub, rub, rub. He stroked my head pretty roughly, but the warmth reminded me. I like to imagine that Satoshi is like a very like soft, like
He's like petting a cat.
Yeah, like
Well,
Keiichi's
like,
petting a dog.
Like petting a dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go, you just fucking ruffle up his head and ears and all that shit. But
Well, you know, Satoshi's is like a very quiet, like, very
He's just
kind, like just stroke. Excuse me, I'm going. See you, sis. Don't ever come back here again. Rina, keep your eyes on her. Sadako, set traps. Rika-chan, purify this area with salt. The warmth remained on the top of my head. It felt ticklish and sore. I had to stop. I got off my moped and pushed the aching spot against a telephone pole. Autistic femcell maxing. I'm sorry, Satoshi-kun. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll never forget about you. I still remember you. I'm worthless without you. I can't stand life without you because it's gray and cold and boring. It's true. It's true. I can never smile because you aren't here. I can't. See you, Shion.
no, I guess it's
Keiichi's.
Theon. Oh, it was Keiichi's face. What? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, it was Keiichi. Huh? My bad. I was thinking.
Keiichi and Satoshi are the same person. It's fine. Don't worry about
it's
it.
true. Theon.
Keiichi's face appeared in my mind. I recalled the touch of his hand stroking my head. It wasn't warm. I wasn't happy. It was rough and painful. I hate that insensitive guy. He's too childish, rude, and cold. He's like a stray dog. I wasn't happy. It wasn't warm. I wasn't happy or overjoyed at all. So I'm sticking with my canon that it is Shion at the end of the game.
Yeah.
And like Mion is in the apartment and Shion is the crazy one.
Oh, okay.
Dude, it's so bad. I can focus when I read, but the second I stop reading, it's just food. In the last 5 minutes, I cycled through sushi, ramen, Subway, Chipotle, Zaxby's, spaghetti, making my own sushi, making my own ramen, making my own Chipotle bowl, other dinners I've had before, and like roast beef.
Goddamn, buddy. You got
I'm-
issues. I love how the...
Yo, I know. It's, dude. Hold on. How did I do that again?
You hit the Windows key.
Oh, it changed. It cycled through my
Oh
photo.
my god. He fucking hit the
I
Windows key
know.
and showed his photo, VR chat photos. It was
I
him and
know.
Crystal taking a selfie.
I know, dude. No, it cycles.
Oh my
It
God.
cycles through my VR chat photos because those are like the real only photos I have, and like 100 out of 100 times the first time I open it, it's that one. And I
You can unpin all this shit and it's just this part?
really.
Yeah.
Wait, that's huge. I don't want to unpin the photo thing. It's funny.
It is funny. So.
Yeah, I've nonstop thought about food.
Oh,
No, oh, Satoshi-kun. Oh. Satoshi-kun mumbled. He didn't know what to say in a situation like this, but he knew that he had better say something. He wanted to say something, but he didn't know what to say, so he just mumbled. I'm sorry, Shion.
I'm sorry, young.
Why are you apologizing, Satoshi-kun? I'm the one who should apologize.
Should I be saying it from over there? Sorry, Theon.
You just get up and walk to the other side of the room. I'm sorry, Dion. Even though I said I'd wait for you, even though I believed my heart wouldn't change, my heart is full of holes. You're leaking out from the small cracks in my heart, little by little. You're leaking out from me. Are you suffering because I'm here? Why? You're so precious to me.
Because I'm here?
So don't say that.
I've been with you all this time, but I think I'm hurting you by continuing to exist. I don't want that.
That's not true. No. Where have you been, Satoshi-kun? You weren't with me. Tell me where you are. What's the address? What's the postal code? What's the name of the city? What's the street number? Tell me.
There is an address.
I knew it. Telling me you've always been with me. Always by my side. That's such a cliche.
With you before, Theon.
If I could give you...
If I can give you strength, I'll stay by your side forever. But if you're suffering because of me, I'll disappear right away.
Don't say that. I want to be with you. Always. I want to be with you forever.
Okay, I'll stay with you then.
This joke sucks. I love it. I love it so much. A car passed by. The noise snapped me out of my reverie. The sky was turning orange. Start of the deal. I should get home before it's cold. I should go home to Okinomiya. You're with me, right? Are you with me right now, Satoshi-kun? I walked back to my moped. My feet sank into the grass. Crunch, crunch. I stopped when I reached my bike, but then I heard an extra footstep.
There it is.
Who
It's
was
here.
it that heard the kid jumping?
That was
Shion.
and Tomatake Flash.
No. I
I
gasped.
wonder what that means. What could
I
it
could feel
possibly
somebody
be?
else's presence.
What could it mean?
I'm not stupid. Nobody else was around here. Nobody had suddenly appeared behind me, so I wasn't surprised to find nobody when I turned around. But he was definitely still there. Satoshi-kun. I couldn't see him, but he was still there. He was there for me. Satoshi-kun never lies. He said he'd be with me all the time. I'd just been too insensitive to feel his existence until now. Satoshi-kun. Satoshi-kun. A breeze tickled my hair. It felt cold, but to me, it was nothing but the warmth of his hand. It took me a while to notice that my cheeks were wet with tears.
Yeah, I guess this is the first time we've heard this song.